Hey friends, happy Friday. It's Shannon Tokarski here, and I have a live video, a quick message that I want to share with you. And this is just one on my heart that, I've never met anybody that wanted to be average ever in anything. Like, that's never been a goal for anybody, right? Like, when you meet people, and I talk to a lot of people about their goals and what they want to do with their life, and never once have I met somebody that was like, you know what, I just want to live an average life, and just want to do average things, and I want to be okay, and I just want to get by, and I just want to pay my bills on time, and get to the end of my life and just look back on everything, just be okay and average. Typically that's not what people, when they're younger, that's not what they think about. It's not the dreams they had. And so every person that I've ever met wants to be great, right? There's very few people that are willing to do what that requires. Very few people are willing to be disciplined, to do the daily grind that it requires to be great. I see a lot of people look for shortcuts, and they look for things that, the next new thing, the next shiny, I call it shiny object syndrome, and I'll be the first to admit that I had that problem for a long time. Like, anything new that came out, I was going to do it because it was new and exciting and fun. But that's not where greatness happens. That's not where greatness comes in. The greatness part of it is dirty, hard work, and it's the daily grind that you hear people talk about. It's running the basic drills. It's doing the basic things to build your skills every single day. And I feel like in our society of quick fixes and just quick fixes and fast results, that's just not taught anymore. We don't talk about it, but it's the only way that I've ever seen anybody become great, because you don't get there by a shortcut, right? I see people, like in my industry, I'm in direct sales, I see people that just switch companies all the time. They never stick with one, so they're with one for a couple months, they're like, oh, that didn't work, it must be the company. And then they try another one, and it's the same thing, like, oh, that didn't work, it must be the company. Or diets. I see that all the time in my personal training business, or my trainer business, where people are, switching from diet to diet. Oh, that didn't work. Or training program to training program, or sport to sport, whatever. You can see it everywhere where people are just switching and trying to find different things, but they never stick to anything. They never commit to anything. They never commit to the daily grind. So everybody wants to be great until it's required to do what greatness requires, until that daily grind, until that, doing the basic, boring, dirty, hard work. So I want you to just think about that, like developing your grit to stick with something until you see it through to the very end. I've been with my same business for 8 years. And some people look at me and they're like, well, you're a failure because you're not like more successful, or you're not where you want to be. Because I very honestly, I am not where I want to be yet. But the person that I have become on this journey is worth more than any paycheck that I've ever received, worth any bonus that I've ever received. And it's taught me a lot about perseverance and grit. And I know that no matter what, if this was taken away from me tomorrow, that I could go into something else and take everything I've learned, because I've stuck with the process for so long, and apply it to anything else in my life, which I have. So that has been the biggest thing. So my biggest thing is that I just want to encourage you that if you are going through the daily grind and you're committing to the process, you're gonna make it. Okay, so God bless you guys. I hope you're having a great Friday, and you have a great, safe holiday weekend.